so much for being here. This is such an exciting event for us because we have 7 world premieres tonight. 7 of our student composers at UNLV were super inspired by the artwork on display at the Barrick. And each one of them chose a piece of art that inspired their composition. And so for each of these, we are going to hear the composer talk about the inspiration behind the artwork, how it influenced their music, and then we'll hear the premiere, and then we'll be walking from piece to piece around the gallery. And so one thing that I want to acknowledge is he could not be here tonight, but Aguon reached out to me in the spring and asked about doing another collaboration. And it's always personally been very exciting for me to do these projects because I love working with the Barrick Museum, and I think it's really quite incredible to be able to pair music and art together and experience that together and have the audience and the musicians all together in one space. So I hope you enjoy tonight, and without further ado, I'm going to introduce Danielle. Danielle, she'll talk about her piece.
So the piece that I chose is the one right behind here. It's called Tsinelas by Sherwin, Rivera, Tibayan, which Tsinelas means slippers, so it's a bunch of photographs of slippers. But what I really love about this is in a typical Filipino household or an Asian household, this is not uncommon to see a bunch of slippers or tsinelas just kind of bunched in different areas of the house. Some of them are neat and tidy, some of them are a little bit disheveled and just thrown all together. But also being Filipino, this is not uncommon to see, so it really spoke to me because I thought it was really interesting that it was just a bunch of slippers, and so I wanted to compose something to it. I love that it's representing not only different households, but different individual personalities within each household. He describes it as the messy but always meaningful ways we share and show our individual selves and group identities in the world we make at home. And I wanted to portray that in my composition with each instrument doing their own little thing, having their own little personalities. My composition is also going to walk you through a day in the life of a Filipino household or an Asian household. And it starts out nice. There's kind of conflict in the middle of the day, but then at the end of the day, everything is resolved, everyone's fine again. And so here's a walk of life.